Parents whose sons, daughters work in the peen industry. How did you know about? And how do you react if you saw them on a peen website? Hi Reddit guys, subscribe now, or I will hack your credit card. My family found out about my cousin when she crash landed a plane on a highway in California and the news reports called her a peen star. Outed by news. That sucks. This article hook though. Alexis Ford, the once prolific peen actress known for her work in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Big Wet Asses 22, was forced to make an emergency landing in the middle of a highway in Ventura earlier this week. Looks like I have a new show to binge on. Big Wet Asses 121. I was at the local bar where it was ladies' night with amateur male strippers. Left immediately with my eyes averted away when my 25-year-old son, who I did not know participated in such, came strutting down the aisle tugging off highest t-shirt and swinging it around in the air on one finger. Oh hell no. Dad? What are you doing here? I paid for a dance, son, and by golly I'm going to get it. A girl that went to the same school as me did peen for 4 years. I knew her parents better than her, due to a supermarket union in our small town where I worked some years as a teen, where the dad was part of the committee as the store was kinda co-owned by the community. He was somewhat straightforward about her doing peen, since it would spread as wildfire if they did not say and it was found out. As it was in a relatively small country, a small town, and because she had recognizable freckles, redhead, there was no point in not telling it, as it was. He was not proud of it, but proud that she made all this money and actually had asked him to manage it for her and put most aside for later, as she knew it was a time-limited career. If she did not get freaked out before demand ran out, that is. The mum would never discuss it and just thought questions about it were meant as grief. So, she refused to engage in any conversion. When the girl left peen again, she idled for a year and went traveling the world and then disappeared from my town, and I went to do education in a larger city. 8 years later I met the dad again and asked about her, and she studied a few things before settling on vet nurse and works in a semi-remote place at a vet clinic and has a normal life. Interesting redhead and freckles, you say? Wendy really stepping up her game. I freaking choked. So does she. Not quite peen, but stripping. At my club once, a new girl had just started on her first night. Her dad happened to be in the club. He went up and literally dragged her out. She was back again the next night and worked for a little while. Another girl I work with is very close to her family and once brought her dad in to work with her, both as customers, just to chill and drink and have fun. It was a little weird, not gonna lie. I have also met mother-daughter strippers. Plenty of sisters too, but this question is more about parents. I wonder if the dad was mad because his daughter was stripping, or mad that his daughter was stripping in his favorite strip club. Maybe he dragged her out like, damn it, Lindsay, I need this tonight. This is my one night out with the boys and you are not gonna ruin it for me. After tonight the club's all yours, hon. But tonight you need to get your ass out of here. Maybe he wanted a private show and didn't want to pay. I'm not a parent, but my little brother is in the peen industry. I was shocked, but not disappointed. The kid dropped out of high school and is not the brightest kid. He also is very good looking. I found out by my friend showing me his Twitter peen page. I don't judge cause I accept him for who he is. But my parents don't know. Yet. Is he in gay peen? That is where the money is at for male peensters. I've always wondered how many straight dudes do it for the money, lol. I know someone in the opposite situation. Her mum is a casting director for peen. She grew up going with her mum to shoots and even started being a clothed extra once she turned 18. She has no social skills and dances like a stripper. She has no tact when it comes to men, and she pretty much has no idea that the way things work in peen is not how real life works. She's also somehow a virgin in her early 30s and has a completely inappropriate obsession with a friend of mine. Geez, that's sad. No, it sounds like a fantastic sequel to 40-Year-Old Virgin. 30-Year-Old Virgin? I know I'd watch it. Many years ago I sent some nude photos in to be published in a magazine, and they were. My mother found out a few months later, because my cousin worked at a gas station and apparently looked through this magazine each month it came out. He took it home to show his father, my mother's brother. Since they had a fallout at the time, my uncle called her to tell her about it and also told her to go yell at me, as if I was a little kid. I was 19 and not living at home anymore. I was free to do what I wanted. Anyway, she showed up so damn angry and demanded to see the photos. I showed them to her and she saw they were more erotic photos. No man or toys or anything like that. Her brother called back the next day and started yelling at her when he learned she hadn't yelled at me. She turned it around since his son, the one who busted me, did a lot of criminal shit. Well, brother, at least what she did isn't criminal. I think that was the last time they ever spoke. When she told my father about it, he said he already knew. Some of the young guys at his work brought the magazine in each month and they all looked through it, so he had seen the pictures. As far as I know, he didn't tell the other men at his work that I was his daughter though. Just hurried away from that page and never looked at them again. The most surprising thing here is the amount of people buying these magazines. Was this in the 80s or 90s? I accidentally found my sister-in-law's Pinot. When she pisses me off it takes every ounce of control not to scream at her that I've seen her take a facial on camera. When she pisses you off just casually call her by whatever fake name she used as her peen name. Okay, Melody. That's freaking genius. When she pisses you off just make little hints about the video. Yeah, like pull your dong out or something. This is probably too late and will get buried, but I'll share anyways. My older sister was in Playboy a handful of times when I was younger. She was also a stripper and was one of the more popular ones in town, so she was featured in several magazines and calendars. I was 16 or so at the time, so I'd accompany her to her photo shoots a lot and became something akin to an on-set assistant, helping with hair and fetching drinks and fixing lighting. I also used to spend afternoons at the strip clubs hanging out in the dressing rooms, because I was alone at home a lot. My family was super accepting, and bought all the things she was featured in, and framed them. My mum pulls them out to show friends and is very proud of them. Our family is very ex-positive and open, so it wasn't weird or anything. It did kinda frick with my self-esteem, because I was the ugly duckling of the family, but other than that, it is just a fun fact I share at parties now. She got pregnant around 23, so she got her life together and quit. She has a family and is a dog groomer now. From doggy style to styling dogs. Damn. What's her favorite dog though? Her and I aren't on the best terms, so I can't really ask her, but my mum says she has a Yorkie. Yorkies are just, weird. My cousins have a Yorkie and he likes to sleep under his bed a lot, and he has to have the balls in his back legs, the ones that go into his hip socket, removed, and he just turned 1. But he's still hyper even if at the moment he has 1 ball left. Gonna need that serious tag OP. My brother does gay peen. Our entire family knows. He kind of made a big deal out of it. You'd expect a lot more judgment, but weirdly everyone acts upbeat and pleasant toward him and the idea. He even made a video about it. Dad once said it's fricked up, but again in public he's fine with it. The weird thing for me came when I did check out one of his videos. It was about brothers, so I turned it off. Well, I'm gay and I would turn it off as well. I've got 3 brothers who are all married with kids. That brother fantasy in gay peen probably works best if you don't have a brother. The whole little sister thing is the fantasy of guys who don't have sisters in real life. Toothbrushes on the other hand. I'm very confused, but not really sure that I want an answer. Judging from the video titles, I'm pretty sure it's a family business. It's a family tradition. It's a grand tradition. My son has been a very successful pizza delivery boy, pool cleaner and handyman. I have never seen his work, but his Yelp reviews are great. Does he have a very long resume? Does he put the C in the V? Did you dadus just ask a parent how big their son's dong is? I made a shower thought about this a few days ago, but it was the opposite. There's got to be a dad out there who unknowingly jerked it to a video starring the daughter he abandoned as a child. What's more fricked up is there is probably a dad out there who has jerked off to a video with his daughter knowingly. There definitely is. Child Services has a record of them. That's so messed up and sad and sounds like a Quagmire cutaway. Jiggity. There is one legitimate answer to this thread and the rest are just talking about other shoot. Catching your son, daughter doing peen isn't exactly a common thing though. And even if it was, it's something most people would not like to talk about. It was a shock at first, but realizing the potential, I turned it around to a positive. Because of one video, my family is now worth over $1 billion. We have multiple TV shows, countless ads, and products we endorse. It was tough seeing my baby Kim like that, but I'd say we moved past it. I would love to see a documentary about all the families that have tried this, but their attempts at stardom failed as just no one cared about their ex-tape. Farrah Abraham. She's a special breed of trash. Trash gets offended when you compare her to it. Okay Reddit guys, subscribe now, or I will hack your credit card.